to another edition of Out of Your Pantry Style Cooking Show. I am your host, Chef Brenda. I have a special recipe for all of you out there. It's my Love, Peace, and Unity cake. You heard that right. And it's dedicated to all of you out there, especially at this time of this pandemic. So we'll be right back and we will start our recipe. Hey everyone, welcome back to Out of Your Pantry Style Cooking Show. I'm your host, Chef Brenda. As I promised you, I have this exciting new recipe. Again, that is my Love, Peace, and Unity cake. Now let's get started. As you can hear in the background, I do have my oven preheated at 350. And this is going to cook for 32 to 36 minutes, depending on your oven type. So first, we're going to start with our dry ingredients. I found this cake mix, and I was trying to find something different that will represent peace and unity. So I decided, let me go ahead and make a purple cake. You heard that right, a purple cake. So we're going to start with our purple cake mix. And I found this at my local grocery mart that was down the street from us. And you can get this anywhere. Okay, so you see these guys, purple cake mix. This is very exciting for me today because I love colors. And it represents what I'm getting ready to make today, the Love, Peace, and Unity cake. So, okay, next what we're gonna do, guys. I know the recipe on here calls for 1 cup of water and 2 eggs. But what I love to do is, my secret is to use vanilla extract. And that really brings out the flavor in our cake. So we're gonna use about, let me do this here, about 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And then we're gonna put in our eggs. We're gonna crack our eggs here, and we're gonna use 2. Now those that are allergic to egg yolk, you can use the egg whites and just separate the yolk from the egg whites. And so that's another option for you there. So after we get these ingredients in, we're gonna put in 1 cup of water. Because this is real easy and fast and delicious. It's not a lot of time that you're gonna spend in the kitchen. So it's a really wonderful recipe, and it's different, it's delicious. And I have a surprise for y'all at the end as well, what we're gonna do with this cake. Now that we have all our ingredients in here, we're just gonna mix this in. Now that I have all of my ingredients in, we're gonna go ahead and put it in our pan. And as you can see, I have our cookie sheet pan. And this is the reason why that I'm using this type of pan, because that's gonna make our special cake. So we're gonna put in this pan for about 32, 36 minutes, depends on your oven type. And as I mentioned earlier, we have our oven preheated right now. So let's go ahead and put our ingredients of our cake in our pan here. And this is a grease pan. You can use pound and spray, or you can use what I'm using is vegetable oil. So either one of those will do. So what we're gonna do, so our cake will spread evenly, we're just gonna go back and forth as you see me here. And the reason why we do that, so we can spread it real evenly, and it won't take a lot of time. Okay, and we're gonna put some in the middle. And we're just gonna scrape the rest of this out because we don't want to miss anything. We wanted the cake to come out real evenly, and that way it won't be lopsided when you take your cake out. Okay? And so what we're gonna do here, guys, we're just gonna spread this evenly. When it bakes, it won't be lopsided and it would be even. So what I like to do is do this. So you can kind of see how much you have on this side. Just spread it and just kind of go evenly this way. All right, that looks good. Oh, I would lick that, but I'm not. But anyway, guys, we're getting ready to put it in the oven, and let's get started. And guys, I should mention to you another secret is, if you're not for sure if your batter is evenly, just pat it at the bottom. Hold it real tight so you won't drop it, and pat it at the bottom, or you can just wave it together. Okay, there we go. So now we're gonna put our cake in the oven for 32 to 36 minutes, depends on your oven type. And let's go ahead and start on our icing. Now that our cake is in the oven, I'm getting ready to start the icing. Now, as you can see here, I have purple icing. I decided to use what I saw in the grocery store it's called a bold purple vanilla icing. Now you can see it is bold and purple, but we're getting ready to take this up a notch for our cake. So I found this, it's a red food coloring. And with this, you have to really be careful, because if you put too much, it'll make the icing taste real tangy. It won't taste that well. So you're gonna add 1 drop of the dye. So we're gonna get ready, and now I'm getting ready to mix our red dye with our purple icing. Okay guys, as we mix it up, you're gonna see the color change just a little bit. And it's just basically to make this pop a little bit when we put our icing and mix it together onto our cake. So you see the difference? So it gives it more of a glossy pop purple, I call it a pop purple color. I know that's not a word, but so you see the difference. You see that, and you see this color. So it just brings it out a little bit. Now that we have our dye and our icing mixed in, we're gonna wait on our cake. We have about 20 minutes now for our cake to be done, and then we're gonna start creating our love, peace, and unity cake. We'll be right back. Okay guys, let's check on our cake. It's been in here about 32 minutes. And what I like to do is fill the top. Just make sure when it bounces back that it's done. I already put a toothpick in it earlier. I was just letting it bake a little bit more. And that's ready. So we're gonna go ahead and take out our cake. We're gonna let this cool for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're gonna ice our cake. Okay, let's head over to our station over there so we can ice our cake. Now that we have our cake cooled off, we're getting ready to ice our love, peace, and unity cake. Now, remember in the beginning I told y'all it was a surprise? Well, this is a mini 3-layer cake. Now let's get started. Hey guys, this is a trick that I use to shape our mini cakes. I use this little container. It actually is a blender measuring cup. And so that's if you don't have a cake cutter or cookie cutter to shape your mini cakes. This is something you can use as well, or maybe a regular drinking jar also. So I have some already that I cut out. I just want y'all guys to see how I did. Okay guys, what we're gonna do, we're gonna press this down into our cake. You're gonna twist it around, and then you're gonna pop it up. Okay, out here, and you're just gonna kind of move under here a little bit, under your cake. And don't worry if it break off a little bit, because the parts that are broken off, we're gonna use that for the bottom. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Okay, we're gonna press this down and we're gonna twist it. Okay, so we have our first layer, our second layer, and our third. Now we're getting ready to do our fourth. Okay guys, what I've already done, I already iced our first and second layer of our love, peace, and unity cake. And it is smelling really good over here. So I have the third layer, and I went on to decide to add the fourth layer, and I'll tell you the reason why. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. You can can use a butter knife, or you can use a cake knife, or whatever you choose to use. And it don't have to be perfect. And this is something that you, your kids, your husband, your wife, all of you can do together to just make this wonderful, wonderful cake. And I chose purple because purple to me symbolizes peace. It symbolizes unity, royalty, and that's what we all are. No matter who you are, we are all royalty. Okay? So we're going to take our fourth layer. We're going to put it on our cake here. Now, I'm just going to wash my hands real quick. Sometimes it get a little messy. And I know it look a little even, but I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. The fourth layer, what we're going to do, we're going to take this part here. We're going to turn it on this side. And this is going to be, when I said the fourth one, instead of using the whole cake, we're going to use just the bottom of it. And this is symbolize us as a world and as a nation. So I'm going to wash my hands real quick. And so we're going to use the rest of this icing. We're just going to ice it on top. Now, instead of me icing it here on the cutting board, we're just going to ice it here on our plate. Now, I love this recipe because it doesn't take a lot of ingredients, and plus it's something that you can all make together that's really fun. And guys, there's a trick to this. Before we start icing our edges, as you've seen, we have about 4 layers right now. So the trick is, with your cake like this, you're going to take a serrated knife, or with your bread knife, and you're just going to go around and cut off the excess cake area. So that'll make it real smooth. And now we're going to start icing our sides. Okay guys, I have this side already iced with our cake. And then we're just going to ice this side. And like I mentioned before, you can use a butter knife, or you can use a cake knife, or whatever that you have in your utility drawer. So we're just gonna, and sometimes you have to just hold this side here if it's leaning a little bit like it is now. Okay guys, I'm about to do this other side here. And I have a little trick to smooth this out. Let me wash my hands. Okay guys, we're gonna finish smoothing out our cake. And what I'm gonna do, we're gonna use our hands here, and you're just gonna lightly touch it just a little bit. And you basically, it's just like a painter that paints. You're just gonna kind of dab it a little bit. Okay? And you're gonna turn it around so it won't look like it's gonna fall down or anything like that. Okay? Okay, now we're gonna put it on our plate, and we're gonna finish putting the decorations on there. Guys, the only thing I did as a finished touch, I added some confetti on top of our cake, and it's like a candy confetti, just to make it pop a little bit more. Now I need to take a bite because my mouth been drooling all day. And this is just easy, delicious, and it's fun to make, especially the summer's coming in. And you might want to do this for a birthday party or just to celebrate something. So let me take a bite. This is a winner. This is really, really good. Wow. Just please like, comment, and share And guys, be sure to hit the bell notification. So each time that I have a new cooking show, you will be notified automatically. Again, thank you for tuning in to Out of Your Pinterest Style Cooking Show. I'm your host, Chef Brenda, and see you next time.